Do you want to know and be prepared for what the world of technology will look like within just a few short years? Well, today, we're giving you a sneak peek into some of the futuristic inventions considered next-level tech today, but by the year 2030 will be mainstream and we'll all be using them.
Number 1. Smart Textiles.
Smart textiles are fabrics that have been enhanced with technology to provide additional features and benefits through the use of sensors, such as different types of monitoring, communication, and actuation. They can be used in a variety of applications, including sportswear, health and medical care, military uniforms, automotive, home furnishings, and architecture. I mean, BMW just introduced its color-changing car. How cool is that?
Car behind you was what color? Wow.
Check this out.
Oh, wow. That's insane.
Okay, look.
But it's like an octopus.
Some common features of smart textiles include moisture management, thermal insulation, protection from UV radiation and insects, anti-odor, stain resistance, electromagnetic shielding, automatic laundering detection, and the ability to change fabric feel and color on demand. It's still in its early days, but it holds great promise for the future. They have a future with law enforcement and military by being incorporated in things like active body armor with active camouflage. Depending on the situation or ammo being used, they react and adapt accordingly. The market for smart textiles is projected to surpass $14 billion. The possibilities are endless. We can't wait to see what designers are going to come up with next.
Number 2. Superconductors.
A superconducting material is a substance that offers zero resistance to electricity with no loss of energy when cooled below a certain temperature. It can even levitate. Scientists have known about the phenomena of superconductivity since 1911. They're not able to produce a working superconductor until 1987. Superconducting materials would allow electricity to flow through without any sort of resistance. That means that everything from wind turbines to power grids would be able to operate at a much greater capacity with just a tiny fraction of the energy they require today. In fact, it has been estimated that if these superconductors were to be used in wind turbines alone, it would reduce the world's electricity demands by 40% or more. Superconducting materials have a wide range of potential uses both on a large and small scale. On the large scale, they would allow for efficient storage of vast amounts of energy. On the small scale, they're being used to build smaller and more powerful electronic devices that wouldn't require batteries. Superconducting materials are already in use in some experimental medical devices, but it's mostly at an early stage. The applications of superconducting materials are endless, and it is likely that they will become far more prevalent in the years ahead. We're excited to see how this will be applied to other technologies.
Number 3. Augmented Reality.
Augmented reality is going to be huge over the next decade or so. What is augmented reality? It's simple. You'll be able to see the world as you usually do, but with additions. Augmented reality is an enhancement of the world that integrates digital visuals, sound, or other stimuli delivered through technology that bridges the digital world to the physical. Things like weather, directions, news, and other information about the world around you. Unlike virtual reality, where you're purely seeing a digital environment. This has the potential to change the way we interface with computers, and it will help make visual objects appear as if they're really in front of you. It's also going to change the way we interact with people who are from different countries who speak different languages. That's right, real-time translation of text or speech. It's already in development and currently in use at international conferences that require translation of many languages at once. With applications like Microsoft HoloLens 1 and 2 available, augmented reality is going to really take off in the consumer markets. Similar devices and tech will allow for users to be virtually immersed and interact with three-dimensional holograms. You'll be able to fully customize your display. Similar to a pilot's heads-up display, augmented reality has a wide range of applications, from the way we interface with computers to how we design products. For instance, LEGO has been experimenting with augmented reality as a means of designing its model sets. Users put on a HoloLens and are able to look at an assembled set and virtually manipulate it by changing colors or swapping out pieces. This has the potential to revolutionize the way we design everything. What about Google Lens, which gives you the ability to point your mobile device's camera at something and search the internet for information about it? For example, you might look at a plant and get the details about it, like what type of plant is it? Is it poisonous or edible? What season does it thrive in? Other images of it, and if it has any alternative uses like medicine. Maybe you're in the hip part of town looking to get some food, and just by looking at the restaurant, you'd be able to see the wait times, specials, and price range.
What's good here?
Augmented reality is already being used in several markets, including medicine, entertainment, and even manufacturing. AR is expected to become very popular in advertising as well. There have been rumors of AR contact lenses, and the military is already using it to enhance combat performance. Talk about having situational awareness and knowing your surroundings.
Number 4. Graphene.
Graphene is a two-dimensional honeycomb arrangement of carbon atoms that has amazing properties such as high electrical conductivity, tensile strength, and chemical reactivity. Graphene is the strongest material ever recorded, with more than 300 times stronger than A36 structural steel at 130 gigapascals and more than 40 times stronger than diamonds.
Is that if you had a big enough sheet of pure graphene, you could hold up a soccer ball on just one atomic layer. Insane.
These traits make graphene perfect for use in creating strong composite materials. It also allows for very thin, flexible electronics that can be used on a large scale in touchscreens and screens of all varieties. Graphene is also transparent, impermeable to gas, and unaffected by water, making it perfect for use in solar cells. This would allow for building very high-performance electronics at a much lower cost. Graphene has the potential to greatly change computing as we know it as well. Along with superconductors described, graphene could enable us to build ultra-efficient computers that are smaller than ever before. Graphene is expected to become the base for much of our future technology, whether it's for smart objects or construction material.
Number 5. Quantum computing.
Quantum computing is the next generation of computer technology. It works on quantum principles rather than binary bits, which means it can perform calculations much faster and with greater accuracy than traditional computers. It is a technology that operates on individual atoms and makes use of quantum physics to perform calculations at speeds that are much greater and much more accurate than conventional computers are capable of. Quantum computers are a big step forward in the world of computing. Quantum mechanics allows for objects to have properties that can both exist and not exist at, say, a specific location. It's a very small-scale type of physics that could give way to major leaps in information processing technology. And with quantum computing allowing for massive amounts of data, this could mean that technology will advance exponentially in terms of how information is collected and analyzed by machines, such as drones and robots. It has the potential to advance exponentially, not linearly. And as we know it, quantum computing will make the human race far smarter than we are now, where human IQs are in the millions. Quantum computers have many potential uses in cryptography, molecular modeling, and material sciences, among other things. But one area where they could have an impact soon is cybersecurity. That's because hackers attacking from a distance would find it difficult to break through quantum encryption codes protected by modern quantum algorithms. If hackers get their hands on it, that power would give the hackers the ability to decrypt information and gain access in nanoseconds. This has huge implications for data security, but will take time before we know how things play out. As of today, we do have some quantum computing, and soon our current systems will become obsolete. China, the United States, Germany, Canada, and Japan are leading the way in quantum computing. Quantum computing could change the face of the internet as we know it and open new doors, maybe even portals. How cool was that? Did you like our list? Perhaps there's something you feel we left out? Leave a comment below of what your favorite tech innovation you think we'll all be using by the year 2030, and you can see your suggestion in Volume 2 in this series.